We saved the best tween for last, but it's also the most difficult one, so I'm actually going to break this into two parts. The first thing we need to do, obviously, is create a brand new layer. And again, let's name them as we go along. We're going to call this one motion. We need an object in order to move it, so I'm going to create a square. I need to select the square again. Make sure you either double click or drag over or click on the keyframe because we need both the square and the stroke. Before, we simply group this together. In this case, we need to create what's called a graphic. And to do that, you're going to hit F8 or insert new symbol. This will pop up, and we need to make sure the type is called graphic. And we need to name these as we go along. So I'm going to just call this green. Oop. Try that again. Perfect. Registration, we're going to register it in the dead center. So if it's anywhere else, please click on that center box there, and then we hit OK. And it looks like a regular grouped object. You see the blue outline, but it has this plus sign, which tells you it's something more than just a regular grouped object. Now, to run the tween, all we have to do is click on the static, and I'm going to go to hold down, and I'm going to select motion tween. Now, you'll see the whole bar turns blue. Classic tween is a blue arrow, shape tween is a green arrow, a motion tween is just a blue rectangle, and you'll also notice there's no keyframe at the end. This is a little bit different than what we've done before. I'm going to take my header and I'm going to drag it to 60. In the classic tween, we'd hit F6. In this case, we don't have to do that, so do not hit F6. I'm going to drag my rectangle, and you'll notice that this green line appears, and it's tracking the motion. Each dot is the frame. So if you count 50 dots down, that's where it'll be by frame 50. I'm going to go to, say, 30. So I'm going to drag the header back. And then if I move my object, you will notice that it follows the path. So it creates a motion path, like so. The other cool thing is, if I have my black arrow selected, I can come to the path and I can bend it. So now my object moves like this. And so I can move it here, and then now it follows a wave. So it's pretty cool once you get the hang of it. So what I'd like you to do is create a motion tween of your own. So again, you're going to make a brand new layer. You're going to label it motion. We're going to create an object. This time I'll put it on this side. Double click on it. You're going to hit F8 or insert. We're going to convert it to a symbol. So this one I'll just call G2 for green 2. Make sure it's a graphic. Make sure it's registered in the center. Hit OK. Click anywhere on the static. Click and hold. We're going to create a motion tween. Again, it doesn't put a keyframe in the end, in the beginning. So I'm going to take my header, just click on frame 60, move this wherever I want. It'll create the motion guide, which I can manipulate and bend, and I still have the option of rotating if I wanted to. So this is called the motion tween. So what I like you to do is create 3 layers of motion tweens. Again, each object must be on its own separate layer. And then in the next video, I'll show you something called alphas, which is really cool. All right, good luck.